ready to go on a car van driving excursion through town, probably gonna explode, Spelljammer pod racing. Was that a good summary of last week?
Yeah, basically. So, Graham,
Uh-huh.
question number 1.
Yeah.
Are you proficient in land vehicles?
Yes, I am.
Ah, good. That was my first question. It was a very important
As a
one.
soldier, I gained proficiency in land vehicles, yes.
Good.
So your chances of survival have increased by 1%.
So, I'm gonna, as I'm getting away, dial the ship crew.
Okay, so I'd like you to make a I'd like you to make essentially a vehicle handling check with disadvantage
With disadvantage. Okay, so
because you're
it's
texting while driving.
do these things not have like voice dial? Like normal phones have
Yep.
voice dial.
You haven't really played around with your phone much.
It's fine. Once you're on the call, you're okay.
Yeah.
So I've got proficiency in this dex check, so I'll just roll acrobatics because that's
Okay, sure.
26.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for you to keep the car steady as you essentially get the phone ringing and put them on speaker. What are you doing now?
I can't.
I'm trying to arrange with them a place where I can meet them to drop, basically to get, if I can get some space to meet them to drop the explosives and stuff with them to get it back to the ship while I drive off to continue distracting the police from our boss.
I can't believe you're texting and calling while driving. That's a crime.
I'm on speakerphone. You can be on speakerphone while driving. That is not a crime.
You can't arrest me for this.
So, what's your response? I suppose you have 6 seconds to answer.
Who?
The people on the ship. So mainly just Andrew.
Right. The plan was send like whatever number was said, like 90% to help unload van. Other people come help me.
So yeah, just arrange a place for me to try and meet them somewhere close to where the ship is, and then I'll keep going once they've taken stuff out the back of this thing.
Okie dokie. So we've got
I
the
will
one.
now try and lose any tail that's coming behind me.
Like a lizard.
Like a lizard, So there are 2 cars currently chasing you. One of them gains on you massively, and it's right up. It's pretty close to you, and the other one crashes immediately.
I love the duality.
I'm like, I mean, I still rolled higher than that crit.
True. And the one in the passenger seat is going to take a shot at your van.
At my van full of explosives that they know is full of explosives. That seems like a smart thing that the police would do.
Yep. They hit. They burst your tire.
Uh-huh. Sure.
It's now you to make a dexterity your vehicle handling check with disadvantage because your tire has been blown out.
If I'm already at disadvantage, I'm gonna shoot back at their tire as well when I'm gonna like try and turn into an alley so I can get a shot at them.
Sure. Roll an attack.
Do I roll an attack first or do I roll the check from a maneuver first?
Roll the check for your maneuver first, actually, yeah.
Because
Both made it.
If I do badly with the maneuver, it'll be disadvantage to shoot them versus like maybe if I do really well. 12, so it's above 10, so it's not terrible, but probably not going to get me
Uh,
any bonuses.
You manage to stay on the road, but a turn comes up and you almost go off, but it slows you down a fair amount.
Sure, and I'm
Uh,
going to take my
and it
shot.
okay, it is a disadvantage.
Yeah, I was on the. I assumed if I succeeded well enough. Disadvantage, musket shot. That's probably a pistol shot, actually. Musket wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah, it's two-handed. I won't let you use a two-handed weapon to fire
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
You shoot near the tire but miss.
Okay.
It's now them to try and make their check. They slow
Well,
right down, and you gain a little bit of distance. And then time to see if they can shoot your other tire out. Nope. They then, as they're like spinning out of control a bit, the person in the other seat gets disturbed and can't quite hit your car.
Mm-hmm.
Go for another one.
Still at disadvantage, right?
Yes. You're finding it hard to.
Oh man, this is not going great. But we attempt to shoot them out again if this is gonna. All right, and then you can explain to me what happens with both things, because this might go horribly wrong, and you can be like laughing at me.
Okay.
19. That's good.
There you go. So your car essentially spins so you start drifting sideways essentially. And you've realized that this is going to make it incredibly hard to start moving again and get away. But because you are now sideways, it's a bit easier to shoot them. And so you fire and hit and you burst their front tire.
Disadvantage on disadvantage now, baby.
Yep. It's now them to see if they can stay on the road.
Is that disadvantage? Jeez. Oh no, you didn't roll with disadvantage.
I toggled the disadvantage, but it doesn't roll. Also, does it have a high? I will now. Okay, I'm gonna stop using that character sheet because I think it's broken. Especially because they should have a +7. They've been rolling with a +3. Their lowest was a 16. So the police officer manages to stay on the road.
They are catching up again.
Yeah, they are careening pretty close to you now.
It's funny. They've gained one. They've fallen back one. They've gained one. They've fallen back.
Yep. And now it's this person to fire at you. So they then miss the van again.
Okay, next turn.
Go for your disadvantage recovery. Okay.
So can I assume if they get 2 nat 20s in a row on shooting, they shoot a hole in the van and then they somehow shoot through the hole?
My pistol shot. Does it have
sure.
You said I was basically stopped, so does my pistol shot have disadvantage or is it fine?
If you remain stopped, it doesn't. But since you're trying to move again,
I can shoot and then shoot. And
sure. You're shooting and then moving. So.
At which point I think I'm just gonna aim to shoot through the glass at the person who is driving.
Oh, it's his last day of retirement.
For 7 damage. I'm also going to use an effect. Give me a second. I would like to have him fall out of the driver's seat with a trip attack. Please make a
Uh,
strength save.
You shoot the glass, and the glass breaks, but doesn't get through.
Oh. Bullshit. Bullshit. Ah, damn it.
But
that
glass
should make
has HP and AC.
that should also make it harder for him to see, which is good.
You have splashed the inside of this car with a healthy shaving of glass, so they're not having a great time.
I won't do stuff if. I mean, I could add damage to the attack to like try and break through the glass with my maneuver, but yeah, it's probably not worth it. Yeah, no, I'll leave it alone.
Okay. It's now them with their disadvantage driving. The driver gets distracted by the glass. He manages to sort of keep it in a straight-ish line, but
I'm getting
he's
away again.
sort of flying kind of blind.
Mm-hmm.
And then the person who's going to try and shoot you will have disadvantage. They take off. Actually, they need to roll the damage, so. They hit the axle of one of your wheels. It's. The wheel is not.
Get more hit points than that, it's fine.
The wheel is not looking too great.
Cool.
Your rear-wheel drive van is quickly losing speed.
My front-wheel drive van, I'll try and get away with it again.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage again then.
Only a 14, and my second shot at the window this time has disadvantage because I'm moving. Hits the window for 11. Like, basically aiming at him, so if it goes through the window, it'll hit him.
Yeah. You shoot through the window, and it does hit him.
Cool. I would like to attempt to trip attack him. Please, can he make a strength save?
Targeting the driver or the gunner?
The driver. I'm trying to stop them following me.
Oh, okay. So it's a strength save you want, right?
Yeah, because he'll basically fall out being unable to control the car this round. So.
14.
That fails.
The driver trips.
So the driver falls over out of his seat, no longer at the wheel or at the controls.
Yep.
That also does an additional D8 damage to him, so he takes an extra 8 HP worth of damage.
When you shoot him, he accidentally puts his foot down on the brake and goes flying out of the now missing window.
That'd be funny, but he's not going to do that, is he?
Well, I mean, you shot the front window out, and
he could. I mean, he could have accidentally, like, as he's tripping, knocked the wheel and like spun them into a wall or something. That would be really helpful for me.
That could happen, which is why I'm going to roll this, because I rolled it. I did prepare something for if somebody got like dislodged from their chair. That's a D100 thing.
Mm-hmm.
He falls onto his partner's lap and just sort of is there now.
So, what happens with their check? Does that mean I move further ahead, or is that?
He is going to make his check. I'll give him a penalty to his bonus. So I'll say, because he's already got disadvantage. So he's going to attempt to. That's not very good. So as you like trip him up, essentially in his own chair, he starts essentially spinning their car around because he holds onto the wheel as he goes down, so it just starts turning. And then the other one is going to try and fire.
I assume I get. Yeah, that's...
He fires and it
Shit.
like he shoots like he shoots like through the floor of his car and bursts the front wheel of the vehicle, and it causes it to go even worse.
I mean, if it's spinning and you burst the front wheel, that sounds like something very bad is about to happen to them.
Action movie.
Yeah, I mean you can keep looking back if you want.
No, I'm gonna take this moment to like just get going to where I need to go
Okay.
because this doesn't seem like a chase anymore.
You start driving off, and you hear a loud crash behind you.
I do not look back at the explosion that happens if this is really an action movie.
The car does not explode. You do hear a massive crash,
Okay.
but you don't see a like massive bright light appear behind you.
Okay. So plan A, get this car somewhere to the location where I can drop off the explosives, and then go take this car somewhere else and ditch it.
Okay. It takes you about 5 minutes to get to the spot where you've agreed. It's like a relatively safe place nearby the airport where you can just... It's like a little alleyway where you can just quickly load, like just start dumping stuff out.
Yeah.
Where 11 people are waiting for you, just waiting to take all of this stuff back to the ship, and they'll help you unload.
Mm-hmm. And then once they've unloaded, I'm just gonna take this thing and like ditch it into somewhere a little bit farther away to make it look like I was trying to escape somewhere else.
During the unloading process, you hear some sirens. You're about 60% through just pulling stuff out of the van.
Sure, if they've got stuff out of the van, if they've got 60% of the stuff out of the van, that's probably good enough for me. To just be like, anything that looks like us on like basically take one last box out, put it down, close the van up, lock it, and then get going to where I need to go to ditch this thing before the popo catch up.
Okay, you put the last box down and you get back in your car, or your van. They close the back of it up, and just as you're about to start coming off, in your rear view mirror, you see them like careening towards you, or you see two police vehicles.
Is there somewhere where like you can drive the van off of something?
Roll me a history check to see if you can remember the layout of this city. You remember that this is a relatively new city and they're building a flyover. You could drive over the uncompleted road and off that.
Sorry, I want a place where I can like effectively weigh down the accelerator and just ditch the car.
You remember there's also a parking lot that you could drive to the top of. And there aren't really many banisters at the very, very top because it's still kind of being built.
Sure,
You could probably drive through the building under construction.
Sure, I'll try and do that so that I can like ditch the car there, and then like in a way that lets me like hide amongst debris and get out of there. That's
checks.
What
Make your, it's you're being chased again by two cars.
Mm-hmm. So what acrobatics disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Because you blew out my tires quickly.
Yeah.
Not great.
And they...
I mean, I should really just have like not closed the back door so that I could just like have explosives scattering in front of them. That makes sense.
Well, it's the wacky races. You just shoot backwards to the van and hope that you hit the lock that's holding the door shut.
take a
One
shot
of,
at one of the cars out of my window with a disadvantage, just to be like, get back,
the
coppers.
the first car is sort of a little ways behind, and they're taking the corner a bit slower. But the lead car has immediately started racing towards you, and has already gained a fair amount on you. And you're
14 misses as I fire like warning shots back at them.
yeah, you just fire a shot back at them, and now it's time for them to retaliate by trying to continue to take out your wheels. One
Only one of
of
those
your
shots can happen, right?
well, there's
Yeah, the
two
other one
cars
wasn't
chasing you.
Yeah, but you said the other one hadn't made it properly around the corner
It
yet.
wasn't. It hadn't. It hadn't gained super much on you, but it's still on the street. The person in the side, like the second gunner, can take a shot at you. They're still like they can still see you from where they are. You feel like you might be a wheel down.
Sure, wheels are for those that are going slow. If as long as we go fast enough, it'll work. Physics will keep it up.
You now notice that your car is going considerably slower than it was before.
Oh, I just assumed it'd be listing to one side now.
Well, it is also doing that, but it's doing that plus at half the power. So it's a little easier to drive, but still
Is
incredibly hard to drive.
Is it one of stupid question that I should have checked first? The van, can I see back into what's behind me inside the van while I'm like in the van, or is it like completely
You
closed
could
behind?
there's You can't really get in behind, but there is like a mesh thing that you can see through, and there's like a sliding window that you can open. But
Sure.
you can't really like crawl through there or anything.
I'm just on the I'm gonna start doing setting up for aiming this thing towards a building to jump out and hope the explosives go off to make it look like I've died.
Okay. So it's now time for them to try and gain on you.
No, it's not. It's my turn, right?
They've taken shots, but it's now actually, sorry, yeah,
No, they've already done the thing.
you need to roll your driving check.
So, I'm gonna aim for a impressive looking building and try and take this out so that I can leave in the debris.
Make a perception check to see which what buildings you can see around that are impressive looking.
Just something that the police will definitely care about it if it gets damaged and enough to go and check the people who are in it.
Looking around, you can see a prime-looking target. You can see this sort of like it looks like it's like a recently renovated building. You can't quite tell what it is, but it looks like it's been recently invested in.
I'm gonna do a Lawrence.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
So, I'm gonna drive this vehicle into that building and jump out at the last minute, hoping that the explosives inside have a bad reaction to stopping rapidly inside a van.
Uh-huh. Okay, now I need to quickly roll to see what you guys got out of there.
All that was left was the non-explosives.
Just like, did you remove
40%.
all the... You have 40% of the stuff.
40%.
But I'll roll randomly to see what 40% you have.
Well, the answer is that's why I was asking if I can see in the back, because if I can see it's not explosives, I'm not doing that. I'm going to try and ditch it some other way, but...
Does he
I mean,
say
when you look
sticks of
back, it's
dynamite?
just I mean, when you look back, it's mostly just crates.
I wish
let's
I
see
wish
how
I was taught how to
those
read.
those. I'll reroll that. I'll reroll that. Okay, so you have that. Ooh, that. Ooh, and that. Okay. Interesting. Well, something interesting's gonna happen.
Cool. I'm gonna drive this thing into that building and ditch.
Okay, roll your check to see if you can ram your thing into your building and get out.
The getting
Actually, I'd
out
like you to
bit
make two
would be
checks.
separate, right? Just the
Yeah, one's
getting out.
one's the vehicle check to see how good you can drive it, to see if you can actually get enough speed behind this, like, essentially half-powered van.
Not how
Uh,
cars work.
and
But
the
never mind.
and then the other is to see if you can essentially dive out at the last minute.
Okay, so stupid disadvantage rolls that have been happening since the first check. God damn it. God damn those accurate police and their laser rifles. I thought you said they were shite. 15, that's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. You start careening right through the like glass front of this place.
Aiming
Please
for
roll your.
some sort of like hard part of it to land the thing off on.
Yeah. You're going for like the back wall. Don't worry. It looks
Sure.
pretty steady.
And
Roll
some
your
acrobatics check to like jump out the window.
roll your acrobatics check to dive out of the window.
Don't
This is gonna go so badly
fail
if you
me
roll a
now.
one or something.
It's not
Ah,
a 1, it was a 2.
it wasn't a one. It was a two. So
I take a lot of damage jumping out of this thing.
you dive out of the. You start to like. You start careening in, and then you like have trouble getting the door open. And when you finally manage to get it open, you're seconds from colliding with the building. So at the last possible second, you're kind of like a foot out of the car when it goes off.
Sure.
Or like collides.
So what we're saying is that I'm not actually in the thing when it hits, but I'm close enough that I'm like really close to whatever is about to happen.
Yep.
Just look at the
Okay.
positives. You're not in it.
God damn me.
Alright, I'll jump out now. Oh shit, the door's locked!
Who locked this door? Oh shit, me.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
For various things are about to occur.
How many
That's-
dexterity saving throws do I have to make?
Actually, 3. Because some of these things have weird effects. Ah, good, you passed none of them. Excellent.
Good, good.
I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that.
Uh,
Okay. So first is
the fighters not have a thing to let them re-roll things. Oh no.
First is like the normal explosion from the van. You get caught with some shrapnel from the van. Now is this thing. That's not fun.
That's not fair.
Salute the fallen.
Hey, if I got a ship a bunch of explosives or whatever and like died for it, this is the most fitting death a Gip could ask for.
Then when it hits, basically like really rapidly expanding, like essentially acid bursts out of the back as if they were compressed into small capsules somehow. and you then take 41 acid damage as a wave of acid then like essentially splashes over you.
Give me a second. I need to work this out.
And,
Yep, there we go.
and then the worst for last. Uh. Ugh.
Is it greater than 53 damage?
Quite possibly.
Du, 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 du.
You take another 43 damage.
Okay.
And suddenly feel like you're much older.
I feel nothing as I am completely unconscious.
Ah, okay.
I feel nothing as I am 10 hit points away from being instantly dead. As my body rolls across the floor from the explosion as the building falls on top.
Yeah. Please make some death saves.
How many would you like?
Until you're either stable or dead.
Has this destroyed this building? Please tell me yes. I was so hoping it would destroy this building.
Actually, okay, that's actually a good point. I'll check the hit points of
Well,
buildings.
all three are successful, so I will be stable if this doesn't kill me.
I'm stable. Roof falls on you. Okay, I'm not as stable anymore.
As I said, I'm like aiming for some sort of like pillar or
Yeah,
something.
you aimed for a structurally strong bit of the building, and that yeah.
It'll take
This building
the crash, then both the explosions.
So can you make your death saves again?
No, I failed them if stuff falls on me.
Yeah, I think you're about to die because
that's not an issue. Don't worry about it.
Because I don't know. How do you calculate the damage for like a building collapsing on you?
It's a lot.
It's actually not as much as you'd think. Because I had to look that up, and it was like weird.
I would like to point out that I have 10 hit points before I am actually dead, straight up. And these effects would all happen before death saves.
Well, several layers of concrete are about to slam into you over and over again.
So I'm up to you taking your feelings on how you want that to happen. Just give me a number and I'll tell you if I'm dead or not.
4d10.
4d10.
It's meant to be a dex save, but obviously can't make that.
You auto fails.
I auto fail, yeah.
And you take 23 more and then die.
Yeah, but don't you have to take like the entire all in one go, not cumulatively?
Yeah. So he takes the amount he takes.
So if that's how it works, then I fail my death saves from what happened because I'm dead. I was unconscious a while back.
So that's one fail.
No, that's 2 fails from earlier as well.
Oh, right.
Because I was just doing if this stuff is all happening at once, effectively. Because you think about it, the 3 different explosions all and the impact all happen at once.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I missed the failed saves before, so I didn't realize.
Yeah, I didn't fail saves before, but I would have failed saves if because I was already unconscious.
You're very dead, Gith. It's very sad.
Unfortunately, I am a flat gift.
No.
I'll assign you a new character sheet.
I really hope all the people in that building died as well.
That is your last thought.
I mean, okay. That'll be interesting to see. I've sent you a new blank character sheet.
I'm also wondering what happened to the police officer with the fallen really close behind me.
Yep. Well, all of that will be revealed if anyone bothers to look into this.
Okay, I'm gonna go on mute while I go look at what I'm gonna do for our next character. You guys have fun. Hopefully Lawrence wakes up fine in a hospital.
Aryu is sad.
Okay.
His favorite died.
Are you? What are you doing? You don't know what's happened. As far as you're aware, Constantine, the plan has gone off without a hitch, and Constantine has fooled the police. Oh, you don't actually know. Maybe it has gone poorly, but it might have gone really well.
He's gotten them away from here. That's fine.
Yeah.
I will realize that werewolf form has a humanoid form, so I'll become a horse that becomes a werewolf man.
Mm-hmm.
And start trying to drag the crate while waiting for everyone.
You have a hybrid form, so you're 50% what you were before, 50% what you. A werewolf.
So I'm a centaur. You're saying?
You're a centaur wolf. The top bit, the sort of the head area, is like the top of a werewolf, like a robot wolf.
I love this.
And the bottom is robot horse.
I love this so much more than just getting a normal werewolf body. Centaur wolf much better.
You are a robo centaur wolf.
Okay, I will use my new arms to start slowly dragging the crate, while I wait for the small amount of people that were left to come and help.
Yeah. So two people show up and they start helping you out, moving this crate.
Because essentially, I just need to get it out of the shop, and then they just need to load it onto me. I can't do the second one myself.
It's actually Golden Hand and the associate who was there when Lawrence's wife got arrested.
Good. Reliable.
We've got Golden Hand and Reliable. Got it. They essentially try and balance the crate on you. You are now over encumbered.
It's fine.
So you're moving very slowly, and they have to kind of tie it around your body.
Yeah, I imagined it would have to be something like that.
And then they will follow beside you, making sure that it doesn't fall off.
Yeah. Hey, once we're away from the shop, it's fine.
As you stop, how would you like to head back to the ship? You can there's a couple ways. You can head along the main roads to get there quickly. You can head through the windy alleyways to get there slower.
Slow. We'll take the slow because the police are angry mode.
You're taking the slow but stealthy approach. Okay.
Yes. Plus, we can't really go that fast anyways.
Okay, roll a survival check.
Oh, I don't like that. What's my bonus in survival? It's a plus at least. Ooh.
Yeah, you remember exactly which way to go. You managed to get back to the ship with your crate of cores.
God, that went so easy. Constantine must be doing a great job. I'm so proud of him. Gonna have to reward him for this.
You see the plumes of smoke in the distance.
Okay, there's a final segment where you have to sort of go out into the open. Do you want to do anything, or are you just gonna walk across the plaza through customs and then back to your ship?
It's a good question. What if we contact the other half of the group, what are they saying is going on?
If you ring them up, they'll say, "We've just had Constantine drop off some stuff. We're bringing it back to the ship."
Now, how do you intend to get that through customs?
We don't know.
Because I forgot about that. What we could do, we could leave the stuff and you guys somewhere. I'll go to the ship and then I'll pick you all up and then we'll quickly leave.
Sounds like a plan, but where are we gonna hide like a little like fair few crates? Because we can't just leave them on the street, or people will notice and find us and questions.
Okay, we will come to you close by. We'll pick an area.
Okay.
And like after he hangs up after they've put the meeting place, he's like, it's, for some reason can't get through to Constantine's phone. Keeps going through to answer phone.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll leave a message and say what we're gonna do.
Constantine's phone message is, "Hello, this is Constantine. If I do not answer promptly to your call, I am probably dead."
Please,
very forward thinking.
Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
Unless I am dead.
So are you leaves a message saying that they'll like, if we can't get in touch with you, we'll come back for you.
Okay. You've left that message. So you can head back to where the other group is. You find them, they're still in the alleyway, and they have like a small mound of crates next to them.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll look for like an open area that's near to where we are now. Like at least big enough that the ship could not exactly land, but like close enough to land that they could get to the door.
Okay. Make a perception check as you look around for anywhere that's open enough.
There's a chance that people might shoot you. Just ignore the bullets. We'll heal you on the ship.
You see a large, like, plaza area that the ship could land in, but it is very exposed.
Well,
like,
we've got to do what we've got to do. Does everyone agree with this plan? I asked the rest of the crew.
Most of them say, no. Well, actually, no. Sorry, I'll roll a version to this. Nope, they're all 100% down for this plan.
Excellent.
Absolutely, all of them are super into this plan. They think it's the best plan they've ever heard. They can't. They're so in awe of your like absolutely genius plan that they think that their puny minds could never have come up with such an amazing idea. That is how into this plan they are.
Excellent. Everything's gonna be fine. To RU, but just in case it's not, he takes one of the cores out of the crate and stores it inside himself. So if everyone dies, he's at least got one.
Got it.
Oh god, it's just gonna be RU by himself with Captain Birdseye.
So they start moving the crates into the middle of the courtyard. What are you doing now?
I would have started like heading towards the checkpoint thing so that I can get on the ship.
Okay, you head towards customs. They say, okay. please enter the chamber in front of you so you can talk with the customs people.
Okie dokie.
And make a perception. What's your passive actually?
15.
You notice that there is like a few detectors lining the walls.
That's fine. For once I have fuck all on me. Unless it's a detector for werewolves. Shit, is it a werewolf detector?
You roll Arcana.
Oh no.
It could be.
It could
you have
be.
No clue.
We're really cracking down on werewolves.
There's an equal chance it could be a werewolf detector.
He continues on.
Gonna... Oh, you're taking that radical risk.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
you walk.
It's no weirder than the talking horse.
You walk through the first detector. It goes off. They say, "Oops, sorry. Please take a step. Please take a step back."
Beep 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 beep. Is this a metal detector? Yes. You do know I'm made of metal.
Yeah. 1 second, sir. Sorry. They turn the metal detector off.
I like the idea as well. They get the stick and then start doing it and like, oh wait, yeah, all metal. So it's just beep 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 beep.
Please proceed to the next detector, sir.
Okie dokie.
Oh yeah. Would you like to declare anything first? Like, are you taking any high energy weapons with you? Any like, any stuff like that?
No. Just me, myself, and definitely not a werewolf.
Any strange plants or animals?
Nope. Because Shrubby's back on the... Well, Shrubby Mark II's already on the ship.
Do you have more than 2 ounces of fluid on you?
Does oil count?
Yes.
Because that's kind of my equivalent to blood. Do you have to announce blood?
Well, blood can't be used to make bombs. What kind of oil do you run on? Or use for lubricant? Or however you run.
Seashell. Get it? Because shell. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. They say, you're gonna have to stand to one side while we do a test.
Sure.
If you'd like to step through this door, and they open a door for you to come through.
Clip clop, clip clop.
They take a swipe of some oil and leave with it. And while they're away, they're like, okay, we'll just do some security procedures while you're waiting. And they start like patting you down. And this. Are you deliberately trying to hide anything that you have?
I mean, technically, yes, sort of.
Like, what would you like to try and hide? I'll let you have tried to hide whatever you wanted to hide before.
Because, like I was saying, I like stored the I can't remember what it's called, core thingy, like in my internals.
Yeah. So they're gonna roll investigation. Is this random, like, security officer?
Should be fine. I'm a robot with a robot thingy. It's a lovely necklace you've got there. You're not a werewolf, are you? No?
Please roll sleight of hand to see how well you've hidden this core.
Ooh, I'm good at that, but not. Oof.
They pat you down and they feel around the area where the core is, and they actually feel the core, and they're like, this is just another robot bit, and they put it back in place. And they keep...
don't take that out. That lets me.
And then, sorry. And they keep going. And after they've finished patting you down, they say, uh, hmm. They go to their computer. Sorry I have to ask this, but do you know anything about any missing robotic horses?
Oh yes, actually, I saw it. It ran over one of my comrades. It was very skittish.
Several of them were stolen a few, like yesterday, and
Oh, I didn't say several. I only saw the one. I can tell you. I can show you where it was at the time. Although it was several hours ago. I don't know if that's helpful.
Okay, sure. Can you please make a statement? And they hand you a form to fill out.
I fill out and then give the. I go on my phone and get the coordinates.
After about 30 minutes of this back and forth, they're asking you to do random security stuff, and you seem to just generally be complying. The person comes back from the test and says, yeah, the oil couldn't be used to make anything super dangerous without the proper equipment.
Well, that's good to know. Don't want to explode.
It's actually not very flammable. As far as oils are concerned.
So is there anything else I can help you with, gentlemen?
Yeah, you just have to walk through the rest of the detectors.
Okie dokie. And I hand over, my statement and stuff.
Okay. They take the statement and say, thank you, sir. Do you head through the remaining detectors?
Yes.
You go through the first one again, but it looks like it's off. You get to the next one, and it starts pinging. And says, wait. Do you have anything magic on you?
Yes.
Please put it in the tray to your left.
You're not gonna steal it, are you?
No, we just have to do some. We just have to do a quick test on it to see if it's anything illicit or potentially dangerous.
Sure. Takes off necklace. Oh no, they're gonna find out my secret.
You see one of them casting something.
Probably identify.
And they go, sir, would you be willing to take a step through here, please? And there's a door for you to walk through.
Oh no, werewolf racists. Sure.
Okay. You walk through the door, and they go. It closes behind you. So we see that you're a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Now, were you okay? They hand you a form. It has a bunch of questions on it, the most important ones being, what are you planning to do with this device?
No plans really.
Were you planning to... they ask you, were you planning to use this for being to become a werewolf?
I already am one.
In that case, were you going to use this are you trying to stay a werewolf and maintain it wear it for more than a month?
Maybe. I haven't decided yet.
Okay. We're going to detain you for a while.
Oh, well, that's no fun. I liked this body. He activates his self-destruct.
Okay, so you just explode.
I wanted to get the like back on the ship. I was like, I wanted to get that body back, for fuck's sake. And then he takes off.
Oh, you're not doing any prep. You're just straight up like turning your engines on while you're still in play, like clamped docking. Okay. Hmm.
Ah, fuck it.
Okay.
They should be distracted by the explosion.
So you try and pull away, and you start like tensioning the like docking clamps that they've got in place.
I shoot the
Really
clamps.
hard. Okay. Roll to hit.
What is that? Because it's normally Lawrence that does the shoop shitting. Shoop shitting? Ugh.
Yes, all the troops that I shit.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It is what I'm known for.
I guess, would it just be the same as like a normal gun roll?
Hang on, there is an actual thing for it. I just need to find the actual thing about it. 1 second. I will find it for you. That's not it. Ah, okay. Right. It's a dexterity roll +3.
So, okay, so it would be the same as me normal gun then.
Yeah,
There. So, 21.
because that hits. Please roll.
Ooh, big number.
Well, actually, which gun are you using? You have several to choose from.
How like big are these clamp things?
They are pretty big.
So big guns then.
Your largest gun is you have one laser beam type weapon. So please roll 16d10 as you try and laser these clamps off.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, it's a lot of 10s. 2 1s though.
You shear through these 2 clamps with your lasers. Okay, now let's see what the control's doing. Do they have time? First off, do they notice you doing this? They'd have to be absolutely... Okay, yes, they do notice what's going on, and then do they react in time? Roll initiative
Sure.
for me.
I was just filling out the ship large laser. Ooh.
Okay.
Would that have been radiant damage on that?
Yes. So what are you doing now that you've sheared yourself free?
Heading quickly to the crew.
Okay. Please make a piloting check.
Ah, excellent. I will tell the one crewmate who's left, who is also my character, to come and help me. So someone is on the controls.
Okay.
I just love that the idea of just this. He's just a normal cook. He's just hanging out. It's like a lot of weird stuff happening. Oh no, we're going now. What's going on? Get to the controls, quick. Okay.
Captain Birdseye is just rushing to the controls, and he'll try and help the best he can. Yes. You managed to deftly get out of the hangar before you see a force field close behind you, presumably locking it off. And then you manage to evade some sort of like field that they project at you in sort of a cone shape. You're just about maneuverable to get out of the way of that. And now you can start heading towards the people. So, you start flying towards where you can pick your crew up.
It's kind of sad that I've completely forgot about Lawrence's character. Like, in character.
In character, you've completely forgotten about Lawrence's character, and you haven't told Constantine what's going on, other than, like, you left him a message. And you didn't really tell him the second part of the plan.
You said, I said would come back for him.
Yeah.
We're kind of in a hurry.
So now, time to see if this happens. Oh. I
go overhead and I just see a crater where they were. I was like, oh well.
So when you arrive, yeah, within the first when you arrive, you just like kind of see you see a few police cars, loading some stuff up. And
how are the crew doing?
Oh, the crew are definitely not there. Upon closer inspection, you can see that the courtyard is full of scorch marks. You're guessing from a fight that took place here. You're not quite sure how long ago.
Well, it's nice knowing them, and Aryu just takes off into the distance.
Okay. So Aryu just rockets off into space, abandoning Constantine and his entire crew and Lawrence's character.
So, is that just assign everyone a new character sheet?
Well, no. Lawrence's character is still alive.
Yes! So that means that we're going to have the rest of the session on Lawrence again.
Lawrence? I'll sign you a new character sheet, Andrew.
Nah, I'm off having an adventure.
Nevertheless.
Every 10 minutes cut back to Aryu.
Nevertheless, here you go. So, Lawrence.
Hello.
What would you like to do?
Well, I'm currently unconscious, so dream wonderful dreams about being off in the space Bahamas drinking space margaritas.
You wake up. You're
presumably on one hit point.
You are on 1 hit point, yeah.
Okay, I presume I'm in some sort of cell of some sort.
You are. You're in a cell with a few other individuals.
So I'm in a holding cell.
Yep,
Okay.
that's what you can surmise.
Question:
Uh-huh.
why would he be in a holding cell?
Yeah.
He was the victim of an explosion. He was in an ambulance. Surely he would be at a hospital with more than 1 hit point.
And I was a survivor
Because he's
as
not
far
a
as I know.
suspect for an explosion.
You are right. No, you wake up in a hospital, Lawrence, then.
Sorry, I just remembered last time
You're
he was in an
you're
ambulance.
you're
Not
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Lawrence, you wake up in a hospital.
sorry about that. I'll get back to building a new character.
No, thank you. It was useful.
And I look at my wrists. Are they chained to the bed?
No.
I
You're
look
you're
at my.
you're
Are
you're
they
you're
chained?
in no, not you're not you when you try and move around, you don't seem restrained in any way. It just seems like you're on the ward. It seems you've been tended to by medical professionals.
Is there any drips or anything on a stand, like going into my arm or anything?
There is.
I'll stand up on the same side of the bed as that and sort of hold onto the presumably tall, wheeled thing that it's hung on, and walk out into the corridor, asking for the asking the nearest medical professional.
When you get
When
up, a nurse is walking by, and before you get to the door, they notice you and rush over to you and say, "Go lie back down. You need to rest."
on my way back, I'll say, "Okay, where am I? Can you tell me what's happened?"
You're in the St. Jeremy's General Practitioner Hospital.
Okay, how long have I been here?
Couple hours. We found you in the we found you unconscious. And we've done the best we can. You should be okay with the proper rest.
Okay, what was there any other survivors?
We saw a few people outside, but you know, you were the only one we could sort of get out of there on the hospital bed. There were some other people who were caught in the blast who were like on the other side of the building. They're here too, but you had the worst injuries by far.
When can I expect to be discharged? If you know that.
I don't, unfortunately, but you know, these with wounds as serious as yours, you know, you can expect to be out of here pretty quick.
Okay. Thank you. I'll sit down on my bed.
A couple more hours go by, and
In
someone
that
comes over.
In that few hours, can I pick up my chart and have a look at it?
Yeah, sure.
Do I still have my items on me?
Your stuff is like packed up next to you, but your clothes are irreparably damaged because they've been like cut through.
Okay. Can I get a pen out of and some ink out of my well, presumably the bundle of stuff that I've got next to me?
Do you have a pen and ink on you?
I should do in my inventory, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Then yes, you can.
Without anybody, preferably sneakily, I'd like to try and mark down. I still presume I'm in a fair bit of pain.
You aren't in much pain, actually, no. Your pain is pretty minimal, to be honest.
Huh. Looking at the chart, what can I see on the chart?
It says you have several burns, a fair few bruises, and had a few lacerations on the legs and arms.
Does it say what kind of medication I'm on?
It does. Roll a medicine check. See if you can figure out what it is.
7.
You don't know what it does or anything about it, really.
Okay. I'll put my pen and ink away and put the chart hanging back off the bottom of my bed where it was before, and I'll rest for a bit.
After the couple hours, someone comes over to you, and says, "All right, now to complete the treatment." He pulls out. He pulls out a needle and he's like, "Oh, well, as soon as we inject you with this, you'll be better. You'll be right as rain. You can go."
Can I ask what it is?
He names the drug that you saw on the chart.
And what's the name of it?
Sally Alapofaflin.
He says words. Do you speak Draconic?
No.
It just sounds like generally Rory gibberish to you.
I'll ask if he could potentially say that in what? No, not common. In Elvish.
Oh. Well, it's a Draconic drug. Like, it only has a Draconic name.
Okay.
Okay. And then he injects you with it after he numbs before he numbs the area.
Okay.
And you start to feel quickly better. Every minute you regain 10 hit points until you're on full hit points.
Grand.
And then after 30 minutes, he says, "Okay, you can go."
I'll thank him, shake him by the hand. What race is this guy?
This guy looks pretty elvish to you.
In Elvish, I'll say, may fortune smile on you, friend.
He says, "What?"
In common, I'll say, may fortune smile on you, friend.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
So yeah, ignore what I said in Elvish before there.
Oh, yeah, I am one, but I don't speak it.
I do apologize, and I'll thank him again, and then leave.
All right. Hope I don't see you again.
Hopefully not. I'll leave the hospital.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do now?
The entire campaign rides on you.
It does, yeah. For all you know, your friends could be exactly where you left them.
Can I head back to where we landed the ship?
Sure. You head over to the docks. Well, like the port, the spaceport.
Yeah.
You go through customs. They ask you to put all magical and metal objects in a box next to you. Do you comply?
Yes.
Is there
Cool.
is there a room to the side that's just like around the door or scorch marks?
Give me a perception check, Lawrence.
21.
You notice that one of the doors that connects to this room has like yellow tape across it and has some scorch marks behind it. Like there's some soot blowing underneath it.
I'll ask what happened there.
Oh, you know, just us saving the day again. We caught somebody who blew up, you know.
Saving the day. Only killed a couple of people.
He was a suicide bomber. We prevented him from killing anyone. Should have seen it. We were great. We were heroes.
I do love the idea of that. He was a suicide bomber who was trying to leave. And we stopped him.
Exactly. He could have gotten on any of the ships.
Fantastic. I'm glad you managed to put an end to his reign of terror. What an absolute madman.
Also, you won't... I'm sorry, but you won't be able to access part of the deck.
Why not?
One of the ships recently, like, sheared their docking clamps off and, like, flew off, basically.
Can you tell me which ship it was?
It kind of looked like a train, would you say? Yeah, train.
Okay. I am with the out of character. I am with the police technically, aren't I?
Technically, yes.
Wait, I apologize for my bad memory.
You don't know this.
Who is Lawrence's character?
So am I essentially just a mercenary paid for by the police?
No, you are a mercenary paid by the person who wants to capture Ben Oren. And you were told to work with these people to do it.
Okay, so he hasn't been introduced to the police then.
So no, you don't know that you have any connection to the police. Although technically through someone who's now dead you do, but I don't see how you're going to get that information.
Right, no, I just wanted to know if I actually worked for the police or not.
No, you don't.
Before I was like, oh yes, I get my police badge out and...
No.
No, I'll say, Grand, that sounds like certainly an obvious shift to an interesting looking ship. You don't happen to know know of a crew that's leaving here fairly soonish, do you?
Not really. Hang on. No, none really spring to mind.
You don't happen to know anybody that's got a ship for rent for you? Or any crews that could go?
I think there's some people willing to sell some personal ships. You could check the market outside.
Okay, I'll go there. Looking around, do I see? Would I see any plumes of smoke?
Make a perception check.
9.
No, you don't. But when you're walking around the building, you do see the, like, essentially ship market. There's a bunch of people trying to flog ships.
Okay, I essentially I just kind of window shop, without attracting like specific attention from anyone, like in order for like just to avoid them sort of coming over and asking if I want anything, and I'll just sort of check what the general price of ships are if possible, if there's any like list.
A lot of people are offering a lot of different prices for various sizes of ships. But it seems most of the people who are selling the bigger ships don't seem to be very enthusiastic about selling to you. Because they all advertise as like, you need a crew for these and stuff.
I'm specifically looking for an individual ship that I can that I can either buy or rent for 140 credits. And I'm aware that I'm probably not going to find anything for that price.
Yeah, when you're looking around, the best thing you can find for 140 credits is they sell a minor, like, navigational upgrade. It adds a few extra stars when in a specific part of the galaxy.
I'll ask any of them if they know of any crews that are leaving today.
None that are leaving today.
Any that are leaving tomorrow?
You could get a ticket on a ship.
I'm more looking to follow something or someone.
You're a mercenary.
Yeah.
You could try the Tavern.
I'll head there and I'll thank them.
You re-enter a tavern. It seems like in a past life you may have been there before.
Interesting.
All dead. All of these people are dead, especially those two.
No. One of them's technically alive.
Do I see any old men with any particularly rare coins?
What a specific question.
Old men with coins.
No, like particular coins.
One individual particularly rare coin that is particularly rare.
Yes, DM. Does he see that exact thing?
There are no people who have a very rare coin on display.
Oh damn! There's young men with rare coins and old men with no coins, but there's no old men with rare coins.
I'll I'll wander over to the bar here and I'll ask. So, do you know anybody traveling out of off planet today?
I don't know. Why don't you ask her around?
Okay, I thought I'd at least try with you first. I thought you might know. I'll head over to this guy.
Which person? Oh, this person. You see an incredibly, like it's about like 2-3 o'clock, and you see this person is just this person is several beers deep at this point. They've actually started to like stack their mugs up, and the bartender occasionally comes over, takes their mugs, cleans them, fills them up again, and puts another one down.
When he puts it down, I'll take the beer and I'll say, "Oi, you, here. I'll give you your beer back if you can tell me if you know of anybody leaving the planet today."
The very angry dwarf wakes up. You notice he has moles on him.
Interesting. I give him his beer back.
He looks so angry at you.
I'm just trying to figure out, is Lawrence actually trying to get off the planet or trying to join everyone else in the afterlife?
But once you give him his beer back, he just starts drinking more beers.
I'll move on. He's clearly useless. I'll whisper to myself. And I'll ask this person.
You see a...
sorry, I'll approach that person, sorry.
You see a kobold. They have white scales and are sipping a beer.
I'll ask, "Greetings, fine adventurer. I don't suppose you know of anybody and or are heading off planet today?"
I'm a farmer. No. Then he happily starts drinking his beer again. But you could ask, I don't know, them over there, pointing at this table.
I'll incline my head slightly and I'll say, "Thank you." And I'll head over here and sit down in the chair.
Okay.
And
you get in. You're sort of join a table of people who are having like 3 people who are having a discussion, and as soon as you sit down, they all like go silent and look at you, and they say, "What's up?"
I'll say, "You fine band of adventurers wouldn't happen to be going off planet today, would you?"
This one says, "I am."
Fantastic. Then we have business to talk with, if you don't mind me borrowing you for a moment. Is that okay with you 2 gentlemen? I'll gesture over to the other 2.
They say, "No, we like to talk to this person a little longer." And he says, "Yeah, no, it's fine. Just ignore them." He gets up. And when he gets up, they also both get up and draw pistols. Or draw laser guns on him.
I will stand up as well, and I will cast Calm Emotions, which is a charisma saving throw on this person. DC is 15.
Okay, charisma save for...
I'm casting it at 3rd level, not that I think that makes a difference.
for this rando charisma save. Oh, it's just flat. Okay. They
14
fail.
singles. They're
That
now
one.
apathetic to both me and this guy.
Seems like he's very calm at the moment. The other one's still freaking out. But you see this guy also casts a spell, and this guy suddenly looks terrified, and he starts running away.
I'll talk to this person, and I'll say, I suggest you leave with your friend.
He says, yeah, it's probably a good idea. And he'll also go over to his friend. He says, right, come
I'll
along,
turn-
Pond.
Yeah. I'll follow him.
He leaves out of the tavern. He says, so why do you want to come off planet?
I'm in search of a ship. A particular ship with a particular crew that is rather, let's say, noteworthy for the wrong reasons.
So
And
you're looking for a ship.
Yes, one of particular, peculiar design.
Phew, he obviously doesn't mean my ship.
What kind of ship?
It's fairly. I'll quieten my tone and I'll say it's the train-shaped ship. I'll say
The
quiet.
train-shaped ship? There's a lot of train-shaped ships.
The one that left recently.
There was one that left recently?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, sure, I'll help you track down whoever these people are, and what do you want to do? Kill them?
No. I'm supposed to be on a mission with them, however, one of them's a bit tetchy and jumpy and left me on the planet in his haste to get away from the mess that we'd kind of gotten ourselves into.
You presume.
Sounds like a bad friend.
Yeah. But I've been paid by somebody to find another person, and they have quite a lot of the information.
I know someone who could help with that, with capturing someone.
You do?
Yeah, and they pull out a phone. They ring and they say, "Oh, wait here 5 minutes." And then a couple minutes pass.
Hello, mate. I'm the greatest bounty hunter in the West.
Graham, character.
Oh,
Graham,
Sorry, what?
character. Your character. The here.
You want
Go
a name
for
or
it.
a description?
Description. Because
You
you're
see,
friends
like,
with a guy.
It's like a 3-foot tall goblin, in sort of like, not very fancy attire, sort of bone necklaces and stuff tied across. The major difference from most goblins you see is that his skin looks to be a red color, or sorry, their skin looks to be a red color. But you can tell that's because they basically have the visage of a predatory dinosaur tattooed over their own limbs, with the head sort of being around their head, with the sort of teeth tattooed pointing down towards their face.
Interesting.
And the elven man goes, so yeah, this is the guy. I'm sure he can help you.
Great.
With capturing someone.
Yes.
This guy needs help capturing someone.
Yes, maybe you can be of help to me.
Or are you paying?
Apparently he has a benefactor who's paying.
Yeah. Do I know how much they're
paying?
Do I know how much they're paying me?
You were paid. Well, he said he would pay you around 15 grand, to go and like capture this person. But you recently found out that this person is a dragon. So potentially there's a pay. So potentially, if you call him again, you might learn of a pay rise.
I was initially promised 15,000. However, I recently found out that the specific being I'm looking for is a dragon. So I need to get in contact with my benefactor to renegotiate somewhat, given the extra danger that facing off against a dragon imposes.
Okay, so if you can,
I'll
get
half
in
it with
contact with your person.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You're gonna ask for whatever you're being offered paid directly to me and any other people we bring in.
Yeah, we'll share it equally.
You said this is a dragon, right?
Yeah. Like
Then
whatever I negotiate, we'll share equally.
we're not sharing it. You're gonna get it one time for each person.
Yes. That. Sorry, I misunderstood there for a second. Yes, I agree.
Are you okay? You seem a bit slow.
I have just survived an explosion, so forgive my slowness.
I tend to prefer not to stand near explosions. Dangerous stuff, that.
Yes, as I have found out. What clothes am I wearing?
You're still in
you're
a
still in your
hospital
hospital gown.
Oh God!
He genuinely is. He didn't. I mean, his clothes were cut up, so he couldn't put them back on. So I just presumed he's still in his hospital gown.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong height for this conversation. Here, take a loincloth.
Yeah.
Graham, your wizardy looking elven friend, will give you a boost if you want.
Please, I need to be out of that angle.
He lifts you up so that you're not staring at stuff that Lawrence is wearing.
I'll say give me 10 minutes. I'll go and have a look for nice, relatively nice clothes shops that sell the clothes that I like.
Make your phone call first. Make your phone call first. If you don't get what we want, we're not in for this.
Can I borrow your phone, please? I'll say to the friend.
I think I have an underling who might be useful for this as well.
Okay. I'll turn to the person I met in the bar and I'll say, "Can I borrow your phone for a moment?"
Sure. They pull out their phone. It's actually a very nice phone. It looks new. It looks like you've heard of like magical phones, and this one seems to be a magical phone.
Yeah. Can I ring my benefactor of sorts?
Sure.
Using it.
Yeah, you call up your benefactor. And he says, I've been expecting a call from one of you.
Yes, I find myself in a bit of a situation.
Yeah, who would have thought he'd be a dragon, right?
First of all, for the team that I'm now having to hire, we're now getting each the price that we were about to negotiate for the increased danger of such a mission. Secondly, the increased price of going after a dragon.
Okay, so you want this each then?
Yeah, for the crew that I hire.
I'd be willing to go to 40 grand each. Provided you bring on no more than 10 heads.
I'll say in my most persuasive voice, how about 50?
Roll persuasion.
28.
He says, sure. We'll up you to 50.
Fantastic. 50 it is.
Just send me the names and a picture of all of the people you're bringing onto this.
Will do. I'll be in contact shortly.
Okay. And then he rings off.
I'll hang up as well. Yeah, I'll hand the phone back and say if you could make a list of all the people that we are hiring up to and including 10 people. That is the limit for 50 grand each.
You got anybody you can recommend? Because I think I know one guy.
I'm
turning to the other person, not to you.
Oh, right,
because
okay.
you obviously don't know anybody.
Yeah. I'll say, can you give me 10 minutes whilst I go and get some clothes? It's rather cold.
Sure, go get yourself dressed, fancy one. I don't want to see that anymore.
A wind comes through the bar and blows the gown up. Everyone sees her. Oh, God!
I've seen some horrible things in my life. But that's in the top 7.
That is at least in the top 63. Says the wizard. I've seen some shit.
So is there any nice clothes shops which will sell the same sort of clothes that I was wearing before? Sort of black top with dark blue suit pants and white leather trench coat.
Roll a perception check.
19.
You see your local like there's a few shops. There's like a large supermarket you could try. There's a charity shop, or there's something that looks like it sells just incredibly intense goth wear.
I'll go to the incredibly intense gothware shop.
Okay, there isn't a thing in this store that is not either black or grey. Or like pure white.
Is there a coat that vaguely matches my description?
There are several coats.
That are also white.
There is a white coat.
Is it similar in design to the one in my picture?
Let's see your picture. Oh, it's sort of a more felty material, and it's more of a trench coat.
I'll leave the goth shop alone.
You can find most of the rest of your outfit. There's certainly enough belts.
Yeah, I'll take a belt, the black top, and and do I find dark blue suit pants?
No, there are no dark blue suit pants. They carry black suit pants.
Interesting. I will. I'll buy this stuff and then go next door. How much does it cost us?
For your outfit, they'll charge.
So the black top and the
70 credits for your outfit.
what for the black top and the belt?
Yeah, sorry. I thought you were also buying shoes.
1 second.
But yeah, they'll sell you a black top and a belt for like 20 credits.
Do they have in the shop? Do they have like black sort of mid-thigh length shoes with blue buckle straps on?
You can find something pretty similar looking.
I'll buy those. So is it 70 gold? The shoes, the belt, and the top.
It's about 50.
Okay. I'll go next door to the supermarket, and I'll look for the blue suit pants, like dark blue suit pants.
You find the suit pants very easily.
And can I also find two like lightish grey like leather braces as well?
Yeah.
So how much will the pants and the braces cost?
They say 25 gold. Or credits.
I'll take them.
Cool.
Just heads up, the braces are literally just decorative.
Yeah. And then do you return?
Yeah, then return.
Wizard dude basically says, yeah, I know a guy. I know a guy.
Great. What's his name? Or is he one of those people that doesn't like their names being known?
No, he doesn't really have one.
Okay. I'll turn to my kobold associate, and I say, I've got an urge to call you Mokuba, but I won't, because I assume that's not what you're called.
Wait,
Either way,
kobold in here?
moving on. Sorry?
There is a kobold in the bar.
I think Lawrence made a mistake is the point Graham's making.
Yeah, I think he thought he was talking at me.
Yeah.
No, Graham's not a kobold.
I'm a goblin.
Sorry. I do mean my goblin associate.
The name's Kato Necksnapper, and you better remember it. And I've called in my friend, the muscle of my team. And then, like, indicate towards, someone, and I'm like, that here there, that's Dundee.
You can see like a crocodile man downing beers at the bar.
I'll remember your name, don't worry, Mr. Necksnapper.
You never told us your name yet.
I'm Trent. Trent Regato.
You don't seem like a Trent.
Well, that is my name. I don't know what to tell you.
So did you come back with, like, blue suit pants and a black top and a belt and the jacket?
Yeah, sort of like a almost sort of floor. Is it floor length? So sort of like dark blue suit pants, a rather smart looking sort of leather belt, like a plain black top, and a white, almost floor length leather coat.
You look more like a dickhead to me.
What a charming young fellow you are.
Don't need to be charming, I just eat things.
Yes, and I'm currently the source of 50 grand for each party member that we find.
I know. I'll keep you alive till you give me that money.
See to it then.
Dundee.
Alright, what's going on? That's the wrong voice.
Job, 50 grand each.
Cover! Great! I can't look at this character picture, it keeps making us laugh.
I'll step closer and I'll say, greetings, I'm Trent.
G'day! Name's Dundee. Croc Dundee.
Nice knowing you, Croc Dundee.
Nice meeting you too.
Yep.
I hear you got money for us.
Yes, well, more specifically a job right now, and money is payment later.
Alright, we got people to eat.
Yes, more specifically not me, though.
Looks down at his boss.
Not yet. Is the sort of signal you get.
I get the not yet nod. Alright, not you.
He says we're gonna go eat a dragon.
Oh,
My voice keeps changing. I'm trying to do you. It's terrible. I need to stop.
Yes.
He says we're gonna go eat a dragon.
Oh,
yes,
I've never had dragon.
we'll be going to find a dragon. So, if you would like if you would like to find out the taste of the dragon, come with me.
50 grand and taste of a dragon. That seems pretty good.
Well, I'll do what the boss says.
You wait off of this
Fantastic.
place. I'm stuck here.
I'll turn to the wizard person, and I'll say, "You don't happen to know anybody, do you? You said you were getting off here today."
Well, I have a ship.
Oh, you in for the 50 grand?
Sure, I'll be down for the 50 grand.
Yeah, he says he can add 10 people. You're a person, right?
I am a person, and I do know a guy.
Hey, make the most of the free money.
Yeah. We all get together, we take this free money off of this chump dragon. It's the smallest lizard I've ever beaten.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 sec, I'll call my friend and they'll show up. Takes about a minute or two, but as his friend turns up, who seems very edgy and doesn't really speak much.
Silent. The best way.
I'll say, give me a minute. I might be able to find one more person. I'll walk over to this dwarf.
Ah, you walk over to the dwarf who's drinking. Okay.
And I'll say, I'll tap him on the shoulder. And I'll say, how would you like 50 grand for all the beer that you can drink if you come and help me? You get to kill things. Well, specifically,
Smash.
Smash.
Actually, I need to roll one con save actually. And I believe your save, I'll even roll it in the way that it will be rolled. So, well, it should be rolled in thingy. So it's, your save is that, and then you get this. So the way that that works is you've got to roll. Yeah, he's still going strong. He's like, sure, I'll come smash stuff.
great. I'll ask the bartender how much a barrel of ale is worth around these parts.
Says 60 credits.
60. How about 50? And I'll wink.
He says, roll persuasion.
29.
He says, sure, take it for 50.
Okay, I'll hand him over 50 credits. And I'll say, do you reckon you could carry that barrel to the ship that we're going to?
He says, hang on, he has a token now. He says, yeah, sure, and he hoists it up so easily, it's untrue.
I'll then say, follow me.
Oh.
And you have your elven caster friend as well.
Dundee,
Aye.
do you think we should let our friend Jack in on this?
Jack?
Yeah, Kangaroo Jack.
Oh, the one that asks the boxing.
Yeah, beats people up. Like, he beat 3 people at once one time.
Aye, he knocked out this tooth. He points at like a tooth that's missing. Yeah, let's go get him. He can punch someone in the face, and then we can eat a dragon. His voice is going very much between 2 accents.
Well, I'm doing the same thing. So, like, he's really good at kicking. Like, kicking's probably his best motion. Oh, you got slots left on your 50 grand?
So we've got 2, 4, 5, 6. With this new, so I presume this is wizard.
No, that's the goblin.
Okay, so
There's the wizard.
goblin.
There's the wizard friend. There's the dwarf. There's the crocodile.
Where's the crocodile?
3, 6. So we've got 4 spaces left.
You don't have four spaces.
3 if
go
we
get
get
Jack.
Jack. Get Jack. I'll then wander over here and ask the kobold. Which will leave her at 2 if we get Jack as well.
Oh god.
So you want a kangaroo and a kobold on your team?
Yeah, grab our kangaroo folk monk.
We've got the kangaroo down, man. Tied that kangaroo down to the crew. So he can have money.
Okay.
I'll ask the kobold if he wants to join me.
The kobold. Let's check his.
There's an image for kangaroo.
Oh,
For our mate Jack.
I'm excited for this.
The kobold is generally happy to come along. He says, "I hope I won't be doing anything too dangerous, but yeah, I'll come."
I will
Fighting a
explain
dragon?
the full extent of the mission
Well,
to him.
I'm not coming, and he sits back down.
That's like on the phone to Jack. Aye, Jack. 50 grand fight a dragon.
It's
Yeah.
like Croc's like elbowing into the core, like he even says we can get eat it.
He says, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's kill a dragon."
Where are we going? Where's the base of operations for this thing?
Do I know specifically?
Do you?
You
I
have a
don't-
base of operations, right?
Well, my base of operations is kind of flying away from here, which is part of why I need you guys to help me find them in order to...
So you need a bolt hole for while we're here. Well, I mean, me and Croc have like a place to stay, but it's not big enough for all of us.
I have a ship, says the wizard.
Yeah,
If you wouldn't-
he's thinking. He knows what he's talking about.
I'm good at I'm best at planning the sort of mission part rather than the actual anything else
What
part,
mission part have
really.
you planned so far?
Well, I mean, I got all of us together, didn't I?
Well done on that one. So, Elf Guy brought me in. I brought in Croc. We're now bringing in Kangaroo. You got the dwarf?
No, I got the dwarf.
Yeah, you got the dwarf. And our mate here with the ship also brought in Mr. Silent here.
Yes. But
At that moment, the kangaroo bursts in. "I'm ready to fight a dragon."
Yeah, boy, high five!
He comes over and high fives you.
My high five is very low on him because he is a normal sized individual.
I hate so much that I recognize the picture. It causes me great pain.
It's literally from the movie Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah, it just I hate it as much as I hate myself.
I've never
spots.
seen this movie and I don't know what's going on.
Uh,
But sure.
it's not a very good comedy movie about a kangaroo stealing some money from people.
I didn't think it would be.
What do these three people look like in the corner in this booth?
In the booth, they look like people drinking.
Is there a man with a golden hand who looks down on his luck?
Hang on, let's see. Let's see. Sure. There is a man with a golden hand. He actually looks up and says, "Ah, you!"
I'll run over and I'll say, "Yes, I'm looking for the bastard."
Oh yeah. In the first light, we saw the boss's ship come overhead, but you see, everyone sort of got in the first 10 seconds of us moving all the stuff. As soon as the boss left, a firefight broke out, and we gave it a roll, but I was the only one who made it out.
Right. Good.
Well,
not good. At
I
least
think
you're
Reliable might have made it out too. But
get him if you can and bring him along. I found better people.
Okay, I'll give him a call. He called someone. Okay.
Cato puts on the traditional hunting hat of his people. It is wide brimmed with corks hanging off it.
It is a tradition amongst our people.
You got yours right?
Oh, of course, always. Puts on his traditional religious hat.
We have Reliable, who shows up. He's very reliable. And the Golden Hand will join the party.
Fantastic. What about these two people and this one person here? Anything notable about them? We've got one space left.
At this point, you're so close to just standing in the middle going, "Who wants 50 grand to take out a dragon?"
1 second. 1 second. I'll pull out my guitar. And
Hey. If you're not dead set on one of these people, you could maybe go try one of the churches and see if you can get a cleric to join you. They're usually pretty handy.
Yes, screw those people. I say, glancing over at them just in case any of them look interesting.
All of them look like people of various different races and genders wearing various different kinds of armor and clothing. If you approach one of them, I'll give you more detail.
No, I'll say off to the church, or holy place, or hospital.
Okay.
Get ourselves a chief medic for this genre, just in case one of you weak folks gets hurt.
You don't really find a church, but there are some doctors who are willing to go off with people for a fee.
Are there any that look particularly skilled at what they do and won't die if they get looked at by anything?
Hard to say. They're in this line of work, so you can guess that they know what they're doing, maybe?
I'll talk to each one, and I'll say, do you have any experience with adventuring at all?
All of them say they've got loads of experience.
Insight? I don't trust any of them at the moment.
Some of them have a fair amount. Others are clearly making stuff up.
The more experienced one, the what some of the ones that are more experienced. I'll ask further question two, which will be, would you be willing to come and help us capture a dragon if it meant a fee of 50,000 credits?
I might not be able to fight a dragon, but I can certainly patch you up if one attacks you. You know, provided you aren't dead.
I'll ask one final question. Do any of you have the ability to bring people back from the dead?
He says, I can do that, but it'll cost you.
Roughly how much?
Depends on how long you died. How long ago you
Interesting.
died.
I'll say to the one who can specifically revive people, you're coming with us if that's okay. You'll get 50 grand at the end of the job.
Sure.
Then follow me, please.
Okay. He'll follow you.
I'll take him back to the rest of the group. And I'll introduce the doctor to the good doctor to the rest of the group.
Ah, Herr Doctor.
So
Yeah,
you're
it's
bringing with you a doctor.
I'll say, what is your name, good doctor?
Stephen.
Ah, good to meet you, Stephen. I'll extend a hand.
He shakes your hand.
Can I have a glance at what his hands look like when he shakes mine?
He's wearing gloves.
Interesting. So I'll turn to our wizard friend and I'll say, so you say you have a ship that we can stay on?
Yeah, sure. To the port, provided you guys aren't carrying anything too illicit, should be fine.
I'm not carrying much.
The only drugs on my possession are not illicit. They are for religious practices.
Sure. That should generally be fine. Or at least I hope it is. Well, only one way to find out.
On our way to the ship, I will get out my electric guitar and start playing a gentle song. Well, not necessarily gentle, but like one that's relatively pleasing generally to as we walk along.
Okay, sure. Your team organizer has started playing some music.
As
Roll
we walk,
performance.
15.
It sounds pretty good. And you make your way to your brand new ship. You get through customs pretty easy, although they do stop you to question your drugs for a bit, Graham.
I'm completely talking about how they are for my druidic vision practices.
Like, after doing some analysis on them, you're free to go.
They are protected under the law.
They'll send you over to the new ship.
That ship's ugly. It doesn't look like a ship at all. Where's the train carriages?
Yeah, the wizard looks very offended.
I'll turn to the wizard and I'll say, "It's a fantastic ship. Thank you for letting us use it." And I'll incline my head slightly. You don't happen to have an adopted relative called Mokuba, do you?
No.
Damn it.
So what he's gonna do now? You're on the ship. I think it's a good place to call it. So, is there anything anyone wants to do with the session ends?
That seems pretty good.
Start partying up in the new ship, stealing any beers that are on board.
Okie. Well, we almost TPK'd.
I have no regrets for how that went.
Lawrence is the only one who made it through.
Hey, RU is fine. They just ran away like a bitch and blew themselves up. Again.
RU just ran away and died. Which makes it sound worse than what actually happened.
I mean, he's used to dying. He dies all the time.
Well, I'm sure at some point in the future, RU will return in our nightmares.
I do plan on chasing that ship down. If I survive this.
Now you can explore your brand new ship.
At least I've got somebody who knows at least more information than I do.
Okay, so are we on? Were you saying they were off for next week?
Yeah, I can't do next week.
Okay.
And maybe not the week after or the week after that.
That's fine. We've hit a really good stopping point.
Can I get a bunch of character sheets because I need to make a bunch of animal forms and Kangaroo Jack?
Ah, I take it you are being a druid then.
Yeah, I'm a druid.
Okay, I'll just assign you this. Hang on.
Spoilers, I still don't know what class my character is. I just used an Australian accent and decided I was going to be a crocodile man.
Okay, there you go. You should have Kangaroo Jack. I haven't given him any stats or anything.
No, I mean, can you give me a bunch of character sheets to make animal forms?
Yeah.
Thanks.
How many do you want?
4 should be enough at the moment.
But with that, will the group find RU? Will they ever kill the dragon? And
capture?
And will RU successfully clone the hippo? All this and more next time on some weird version of Spelljammer.
The alternative future.
Yes.
The version of Spelljammer where the gay suicide attacked an orphanage.
Oh.
Hey, I didn't expect it to be a suicide attack.